And welcome to today's review. So today I'm going to go through the new Alex Rider TV series and the book as well. So I've got the book here. I've just finished reading it. It's been a while since I've read the book, so I thought I would reread the book to refresh my memory, because a lot of this I remembered, but there were some smaller details that over the years that I'd forgotten. So what is Alex Rider? Well, Alex Rider is a young teenage spy who discovers that his late uncle was a spy and not a banker. And in the TV series, we see the death of Ian Rider, his uncle. In the first story, Stormbreaker, we hear about the death of his uncle. And the TV series is a mixture of the first story and the second story, where we see Alex going into becoming a spy, going into training and doing the second mission and not the first mission. I mostly assume because of the movie that they made back in 2006, which I'm probably one of the only few that actually like that film. But the book I felt was fast paced. I enjoyed it. Again, there were scenes in the book that I was looking forward to seeing in the TV series, but we didn't get them. Like, for example, there was a drug dealer scene with a barge and a crane. We didn't get that. There was a scene also in the book with a horse, a tunnel, and a train. We didn't get that. And I understand why we don't get them, is because they went into a different direction with this. The book is the book and it'll always remain that way, although this is the 2015 reprint, which has a few small alterations. The original story, I remember having something different. The book, I think, was written in 2002. God, I can't remember. 2001, and Nintendo DS is mentioned. There were no Nintendo DSs back then, but I understand why it was changed for a more modern audience. I understand that. But I thoroughly enjoyed this book, and we see Alex again. If he doesn't do this mission, then MI6 are going to send him to jail over the barge incident. But in the TV series, they want him to do this mission, or else they'll deport his housekeeper, Jack, back to America, or they'll put him into care. So he has no choice, he has to do the mission. And he goes to Point Blanc undercover to find out that this place is run by a man called Dr. Grief. And his plan is to take troubled teenagers from wealthy families and clone them and send them back. And Alex uncovers this, and he escapes from the academy, snowboarding down the mountainside from a ironing board, which I'm so glad they put in, because I really thoroughly enjoyed reading that scene in the book. The ending for Dr. Grief is altered as well in the book. Dr. Grief, I keep calling him Dr. Grief, he's known as Dr. Grief in the TV series. Dr. Grief is, in the book, killed when Alex sees him fleeing in a helicopter, and he gets onto a snowmobile, and he uses the snowmobile to launch it into the helicopter. Whereas in the TV series, we see Dr. Greif dying from the assassin Yasin Gogorovich placing a gas canister to the front of a car and suffocating them. So yeah, there were alterations in this. There were alterations to make this more modern. There were alterations to make the story seem more deeper and full. And it opens out a new part of this, because we are introduced in the TV series to the criminal organisation known as Scorpia, whereas in the book they're not mentioned until I think it's the end of the 4th book. So yeah, I can see that they're planning on making maybe a 3rd series out of this. I believe the second series is going to be all about the 4th Alex Rider book, Eagle Strike, where we'll see Alex maybe fighting a bull, being chased through the city streets of Amsterdam on a bike, and I can't wait to see the end scene on the aeroplane. But getting back to Point Blanc, yes, there were alterations, and I appreciate the alterations for the modern audience, But for me, I really did enjoy this book again. It has a special place for me, this book. So, seeing it on the big screen, well, not the big screen, but seeing it on TV, seeing the Academy for the first time on TV, it kind of felt a bit exciting and fun. So, yeah, I really enjoyed the book, reading the book again. First time viewing for the TV series, I was a little bit disappointed with not seeing certain scenes from the book appear in it, but thinking about it more and more, I understand why. And I appreciate the series more. If they're going to continue this, then that's going to be a big, huge thumbs up for me. I cannot wait to see where they're going to go with it. The new series will introduce us to some new characters. We'll be seeing Sabina Pleasant introduced to it. I'm not sure exactly how they're planning on doing this, because in the 3rd Alex Rider book, he's introduced to Sabina when he goes undercover at the Wimbledon tennis tournament to find out what's going on to tennis players there falling ill. And he goes undercover as a ball boy, and as I say, that's where he meets Sabina. So I'm not sure how they're going to introduce Sabina into the second series, because it comes in the 4th book, if you know what I mean. But altogether, the book to the TV series, yes, there are alterations. The book is more fast-paced. The TV series is more slow-paced and more thought out. For me, I love the characters. I love the story. So for me, I'm going to rate this very high. I know maybe a lot of people out there aren't too familiar with some of the characters, but please give this show a chance. Stick with it. There are 8 episodes at 42 minutes, around 42 minutes in length. And for me personally, it didn't drag. I didn't feel bored with it. I felt excited throughout the whole thing. And towards the end, I kind of felt a little bit sad that it had come to an end. But reading on Facebook that there's going to be another series, cannot wait. So yeah, my rating for the book, I'm going to give it a straight 10 out of 10. For the TV series, I'm going to give it another 10 out of 10. I cannot rate it any lower. I love both. Acting, fantastic. Writing, Anthony Horowitz, the author of the book, is such an incredible author. He writes in such a way that you don't have to imagine it. He makes you see what he wants you to, and that's powerful stuff, and that's why I rate the book so high. So for me, yes, a very high rating. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's review. So I really hope that you've enjoyed. If you have, then please give this video some big thumbs up. Leave some comments down below. Have you read the book Point Blanc? Have you read any of the books of Alex Rider? If you have, then let me know in the comments section. Have you seen the TV series? If you have, then again, leave some comments. I'd love to read them. And until next time, take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching.